this is another video in explaining some of the reasons that the city is considering citywide trash service, a franchise service. We know that talk about this is circulating among the community, and so we want to give you some reasons why the city is looking at that. This morning I talked to Public Works Superintendent Aaron Blunt, and with me today is Code Enforcement Officer William Higginson, and so he's going to talk to us about the problems that this might alleviate in the Code Enforcement Department. William.
Okay. Well, there's 5 or 6 different things that that having this type of service will help our department with, starting from the fact of one of the biggest issues we have is a lot of the trash haulers that are just coming through fly-by-nights that are coming through town. They don't actually cover their trailers the way that they're supposed to, so we have litter, going up and down our city streets. One of the biggest things with that is we actually have to see the truck or trailer with it not being covered to be able to actually, write those people up and hold them accountable for having, the trash blowing everywhere on the street and things like that. Another one of the same type of issues is a lot of the trash trucks that come through town, or some of the trash trucks that come through town, they leak out fluids from the back ends of the trucks with the trailers, and they smell horribly. We get complaints from every single neighborhood in the city of Mayfield because there's a line going down the middle of the street and it stinks really badly. Having this type of service will eliminate that because we will know which trucks are going through, which trucks are leaking. We can hold them more accountable and be able to stop that type of thing. Some of the other issues with this would be if everyone has trash service, we would be able to eliminate the issues of people storing trash. When I say storing trash, we do have people that will take their pickup trucks or a trailer, park it behind their house, and just as they fill the truck up to take it to free dump day. And, that causes infestations, bugs, animals, small rodents, things like that in the neighborhoods. So that would eliminate people doing that because they would have service, be able to have their trash hauled off on a regular basis. Also, that would help the landlords as well, because one thing with them, I'm sure most landlords have had this problem of people, they'll store their trash in a bedroom in their home. Sounds gross, but they will do that. And then when the tenant moves on, they've ruined the floors, they've got major infestations, and it's not just with that residence. The infestations move on to the neighboring houses. So therefore the neighboring houses will have bugs, rodents, and things along that line as well. So that will hopefully eliminate that problem. Illegal dumping is another problem that we do have with this, without having a service such as this, because people that do not have trash service, they go to our creeks, some of our parks, they'll dump into the creeks, they'll dump into the city park trash cans. Yes, we do go out and go through the trash cans and try to find a name, but if we can't find a name or an address on the trash to go hold that person accountable for it, the city public works department has to go down into the creek, clean it out. That's wasting city dollars to having to clean those things out. So that's another issue that could possibly be resolved as far as that's concerned. Let's see, everyone having their own trash cans. Trash cans by the road's another issue that we have. You can go to about any neighborhood in the city and you're going to probably see 1 or 2 trash cans sitting out by the roads. We do have an ordinance that stipulates that after your service has been done, the trash can is supposed to be moved back behind the front line of the house within 24 to 48 hours, which is fine. But the problem with that is if we've got 4 or 5 different trash companies picking up on the same street, we're going to have trash cans sitting out by the edge of the road pretty much every single day. Those are the major problems that we have.
Thank you, William. I also wanted to point out, we don't know yet what the cost of this will be. There's a process to go through that when we talk to the vendors. This will be a franchise, so vendors will be able to bid on this service. But one of our big goals is that we hope to be able to offer a service for less than what people are paying now. The cost is always, a big thing. Nobody wants to pay more. We don't want anybody to pay more. We want them to be able to pay less. And one thing that people have said to me as well is, we know we have people who cannot physically move their own trash cans from the back of their house to the street, and they have a situation worked out with their provider at this time. We are well aware that this is a service that several people in our town, or many people in our town, would like to utilize. So as we talk with the vendors and begin to move toward this, that would be something that we would include in our service. As always, we want to know what you think about this. Please call our office or come to a not yet scheduled, but we will have public meetings about this as we move forward. Make sure you watch our Facebook page to find out when these meetings will be. We will have one. If we need to have another, we'll have another. Reach out to your city council members, because this is our community. We want to do this for the betterment of our community and to better use of our city taxpayer dollars. So I really appreciate Code Enforcement Officer William Higginson. Everybody knows William. He does a great job. Thank you so much for listening to us.